Namaskaram everyone. We continue today with the story of Vena. Vena followed a reign of terror. Bad as he was already, Vena's behavior became incorrigible after he became the king. The Rishis had no option after King Anga had gone in search of peace. Vena was drunk with power, and the immense wealth of the kingdom served only to enhance his arrogance. He had no respect for the elders, and he made it a point to insult them whenever he could. He won the reputation as the most arrogant, cruel, and heartless king that ever sat on the throne. He gave orders that there should be no sacrifices, no homas, no yagas to be performed anywhere. The wise conferred again and considered ways and means to stop this anarchy. It was daily getting worse. They were caught on the horns of a dilemma. If the king were to rule the country as he was doing now, the subjects would not be able to bear it much longer. On the other hand, if there were no king, robbers and highwaymen would raid the country and again the subjects would suffer. It was like a choice between the deep sea and the devil. Vena had been made king since it was imperative that there should be a king. It was known to all that he was unfit for the task, but they never bargained for this state of affairs. He was the cause of fear for everyone. They thought they would try and see if it would be possible for someone to instill some sense of duty in him by talking to him seriously about it. They were responsible for his becoming king, and so they felt it was again their responsibility to try and rectify the fault. The ministers went to the Rishis and they agreed to do their best. They went to the presence of the king and, suppressing with difficulty the anger which was uppermost in their minds, they spoke to him in soft and gentle words. They said, "Dear son, please listen to our words carefully. Your life, your wealth, and your good name are all involved in danger. Dharma, when practiced with purity of mind, thought, word, and deed, will lead to greatness. The adharma which you are practicing is not good for you or for your country. You should perform yajnas and please gods. You should protect your subjects and not harass them. The king who does not worship righteousness or God is doomed to hell. In fact, you have stopped all the yajnas from being performed. You are acting wrongly. Take our advice. Improve your ways. Even now it's not too late. There is hope of prosperity for the subjects and salvation for you if you listen to us. Abandon this type of rule and be good to all." King Vena turned a deaf ear to all their pleas. He said, "You are the ones who are following the path of adharma and not me. You worship another god instead of me, who is your king, Raja, protector. The king is the image of God and he should be worshipped as God and no one else. All the celestial beings find a home in the body of a king who has been anointed, and it is but right that I am to be worshipped. I am Narayana in person, worthy of the highest honor. People who do not know this truth will go to hell, and not myself. You are like women who are unfaithful to their lords. Who is this Yajna Purusha that you're talking about? He is the king. Hereafter you must perform yajnas in my honor, homas for me, and sacrifices in my name. No one else is worthy of worship except me, your king." The Rishis were horrified by his words. They looked at him for a while and they thought of the future of the country with this tyrant on the throne. The anger which they had been keeping inside their hearts flared up at the words of Vena, and they could not brook the insults hurled at them. They thought to themselves, "This man deserves to die. He equals himself to Yagneshwara Narayana, and he has thus sealed his own fate. He has already been killed by the Lord for his arrogance. We will have to destroy him for the sake of protecting his subjects." With their minds, they invoked the god of death, and Vena was dead. The Rishis went back to the ashramas without looking back. Hari Om.